What's up? It's your girl Angel. This is Fame Train TV. I'm here with the lovely Carolyn Rodriguez. What's up?
Hi, how are you doing? It's good to talk to you again.
Already, we just got through watching Carolyn. She ripped the stage over at Warehouse Live tonight. Tell us about that.
95.3 Jams just had me out for their third annual Jam Fest, and it was cool. Like, just did a little something for H-Town, you know?
So for those of you who don't know, Carolyn Rodriguez is SPM's wife, his other half. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've been friends for a really long time, so we didn't get married until last year. But yeah, he's my best friend.
Already, I remember watching you perform at SPM's Night of Celebration. Like, that was amazing watching, how the crowd reacted to you.
Well, I love the fans. Like, they're the only reason I'm here. Like, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the fans. They're like the reason why I can, keep the lights on and, keep food in my tummy. And so it's great to just to see that many people who had love for Carlos, who had love for him like that. It fills my heart, I guess, because I love him so much. But when it comes to the artistry, we've worked together on music so long that I just felt a lot of that coming from Houston, and it's been a long time since I felt that. So
yeah, I mean, you could literally, the love was so thick at SPM's Night of Celebration, like you could cut it with a knife. Yeah. The energy was just, you could feel, the place was packed. I mean, it was like 5,000 plus people there.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. It was definitely some thousands of people. It was really hot. Yeah. So the main thing is it was really, really hot. That's why I was just sweating all over the place. But yeah.
Well, you looked beautiful.
Thanks.
As usual. I got the feeling when you came out, I was telling you earlier how that impacted me when I watched how the crowd responded to you. And of course, you're beautiful. Like, she's super talented. Her music is fire, all of that. But there was also a little more there was a connection with SPM through you, maybe, that they felt too. Yeah. It was just beautiful.
It's been like that for a long time, I think. Ever since I really started, I think the fans just always felt that connection to SPM through me, which is great, I've always wanted to do that. But I guess just because we kept in contact so much and I would always write and visit and stuff, so just knowing him as a person, I guess, it's easier for me to maybe channel that energy. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
So I'm going to ask you probably what some people might think. It's you're so beautiful. You're so talented. I mean, obviously it's hard for you with SPM being away, on a day-to-day. Tell us a little bit about that, what it's like for you.
Well, it's different for me because it's not like I was with him and then he got locked up or anything. That's not how it's been. I mean, I've been on my own for so long. And we just barely, got into a relationship like that. We were friends before anything. So I think when it comes to
were you friends before he got locked up?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we weren't friends. Yeah. No, we weren't friends. We knew each other, but we weren't friends. I wouldn't say we were friends at all. Yeah. We were friends definitely after the fact. And I think when you marry your best friend, it's just natural. There's nothing there's nothing to think about. There's nothing. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, it's hard, but I couldn't see my life with anybody else.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you're working on.
Well, I'm working on an album called No Labels on my own because I've always released all of my albums on my own, and I definitely want to release one called No Labels because I never had any labels backing me. And then I'm doing one with SPM for the Dope House label that's called Song Whisperer. So that should be cool too.
Song Whisperer. Tell us a little bit who came up with that name.
Of course, it was SPM. Of course,
really.
He's come up with a lot of stuff. He's come up with a lot of names. He came up with Medicine Girl.
Oh, I get it. So it's like the dog whisperer, the something. Yeah. So, okay, that's dope.
Because I used to I guess I'm just kind of he's always said my voice is kind of like an instrument. Yeah. But that's how I compose melodies more than anything. So that's probably why he called me that.
So you have that coming up. What other shows? I know you were at Warehouse Live tonight. What do you have coming up? Performance-wise?
Nothing right now. It's wintertime. Wintertime is kind of not winter in Houston, but winter. Yeah. Fall and winter, it's usually kind of slow. I'm really trying to get more in the studio and work on the new music now. So this is kind of the time where I'm going to be working in the studio more. Okay. And next year, it'll be popping off again. But I think I said it earlier. I was pretty much for this year, I just want to make sure I get this album done.
So tell us, I know that you are an integral part of Dope House and the day-to-day runnings of Dope House these days. Tell us about some of the things that Dope House has coming up. I know there's the 2019 roster. So tell us a little bit about some of the projects you have coming up.
Dope House just signed 2 artists named Just In Case and JC, I'm sorry. And they're both pretty dope. But there's also, an SPM album that he's working on for a compilation. And of course, he just came out with his album 48, but he's coming out with a compilation. I'm not sure what it's actually called yet. The last title he told me was The World Is Ours, but I don't know if that's going to be it. He changes it like 10 times. So, but that's supposed to come out at the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's just the plans for now, but.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, it was so amazing seeing all the legends at the SPM Night of Celebration.
Yeah.
Rashid, Lil G, Juan Gotti. It was just amazing.
Yeah, they're family for sure. Dope House fans.
And I know they have their own projects, but they're still doing Dope House stuff also, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, I know Juan Gotti has always held it down, for Dope House and represented. Because I've been on the road with Juan Gotti for years. He's he was my mentor on the road.
Yeah.
And Lil G, definitely. Those are like brothers to me.
Right.
So I can definitely say that those two for sure. And Rashid's always rep Dope House. They still work. Juan Gotti's actually going to be on that compilation on a song with Carlos with SPM.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, for some of the people who want to definitely keep up with the beautiful Carolyn Rodriguez online, tell us how we can get your social media, your website, and all your music.
Just Carolyn Rodriguez. You just put it in Instagram, boom, pops up.
Okay.
Twitter is Medicine Girl, but everything else is pretty much Carolyn Rodriguez. You just put it in, and there it goes. all the stuff starts popping up.
Already. You want to give any shout outs to anybody before I let you go?
Let me shout out just the whole city of Houston, H-Town. You were where everything started, the ones that held me down from the jump. I always rep Houston everywhere I go, so I always got to thank Houston, and got to shout out Athena. She's always holding it down for me too, and definitely, of course, the Dope House family, and of course my husband and my fam. Anybody that's friends is fam,
Wow, it was so good meeting you and talking with you. I wanted to interview Carolyn that night. It was so crazy. It was like thousands of people at the event. Everybody was running around, but it's so good to speak with you. Hopefully we can definitely get together and do some work coming up and get another performance. Well, that's what's up then. Already I'm here with the beautiful Carolyn Rodriguez. It's Fame Train TV. That's what's up.